Hi guys, welcome back. Your boy Anson Cochito is back again. How we all doing today? I hope our week has been great. Welcome back to Fisayo Adedipe TV, and thank you for the likes, for subscription, and also for the share. Really, really appreciate. Now we have the Champions League matches that just concluded moments ago. So I'm going to talk about that. And we have just 3 days to go to the end of the transfer window, the winter January transfer window. So there are a lot of news, on the internet, a lot of news across Europe, including Saudi Arabia, which I will talk about, I will highlight for you. And I think I need to start from there. And finally, I'll wrap it up with, of course, my darling Chelsea. Unfortunately, we have not been getting, sumptuous, enticing news in terms of incomings. In fact, even the outgoings have not been, very effective. It's not coming through as we expect, more or less that we have 3 days to go and the outgoings are not even forthcoming. So let me first of all talk about transfers and I'll move on to the Champions League because I have a lot of transfer news to talk about. I will be fast about it before I wrap it up with the Champions League matches that happened today. Finally, we have the automatic round of 16 qualifiers, top eight, and we also have the remainder, the 9th to 24th position teams for the Champions League right now. So, right away, let me dive into the news that has been happening for the past 48 hours, and it has to do with Bayern Leverkusen, Aston Villa, Al-Nassr, transfer the clubs trying to transfer their players, amongst themselves. So, Cristiano Ronaldo, is going to actually have new teammates, and the reason is because the former teammate now he has left Al Nassr. His name is Talisca. Talisca has already left Al Nassr, so Al Nassr is trying to look for a replacement for him, and they've been looking at a couple of names across Europe for strikers, basically, to help Cristiano Ronaldo. So, and two names came up, as we already know, and the two names are Victor Boniface from Nigeria and for Bayern Leverkusen. He won the Europa League and also, he won their cup in he won the league basically in Germany. So his name came up. In fact, negotiation between Bayern Leverkusen and Al Nassr was at an advanced stage, right? As of yesterday, in fact, everywhere on the internet was agog. Nigerians, we have different opinions about should he go, should he not go. And so, in fact, personally, and in my own opinion, majority actually advise him to go. You should go for the money. Majority. Because he has suffered from two knee injuries and even the third one right now. And, people are looking at it that maybe he may not have a long career, footballers have a lifespan, very short career in their lifespan. So people have been advising him that because of the money, 50 million euros per year per annum, that probably he should consider moving to Saudi Arabia. And, after he will sign 3 years contract. That was the agreement. 3 years contract, move to Saudi Arabia and now still play alongside Cristiano Ronaldo, the world best, play alongside Sadio Mane. Maybe when he's 28, 29, then he can come back to Europe, make some money. A lot of journalists have been saying in Africa, we have a lot of, bills to pay, a lot of family members to help. So personally, I already said it, my own opinion, that it's a no-brainer for him because he can't hand that kind of money in Bayer Leverkusen. Even if he goes to another club, who's going to pay him 400,000 per week? I'm not sure he's going to be earning that in the next 2-3 years. or except he is now the highest scorer in the in the Bundesliga. Even at that, I'm not sure he's going to be earning that because so eventually there's a twist to it. Aston Villa John Duran, who was also in the mind of Al-Nassr, and the agreement with Bayer Leverkusen was done and dusted that today he's going to actually fly to Saudi to do his medicals and sign the contract, right? So everybody has been saying fingers crossed. In fact, the game today that they played, he was not in the starting 11. He was actually benched. In fact, he was not in the team because they believe that, okay, because of this negotiation between both clubs, his head is not with the team right now, that he just had to move ahead in his career to Saudi Arabia. So Babi Alonso did not even put him on the bench, basically, right? So the twist now happened. Early hours today, Al-Nassr inquired about Jhon Duran. And finally, according to Fabrizio Romano, they got their man. Breaking news. They got Jhon Duran. They got him for a fee of 75 million euros with add-ons. In fact, 77 million euros with add-ons. And he's going to actually fly to Al-Nassr tomorrow for his medicals. Unfortunately for Boniface, that deal is off. Fabrizio Romano also reported that, David Neustein reported that Boniface is no longer going to Saudi Arabia. That opportunity has gone, and Jhon Duran to Al-Nassr, here he comes. It's confirmed by Fabrizio, and medical has been booked for tomorrow. He's going to travel to Saudi right after. So, congratulations to Jhon Duran. Aston Villa also qualified for the top 8 today in the UEFA Champions League. So, he's just 19. So, like I said, why won't I take it for the money and also play with Cristiano Ronaldo? He's a Colombian. He knows where it's coming from, right? At the end of the day, football and passion, play for the badge and the rest, you are still getting paid for it, right? So that means you are playing for the money because you get your wages at the end of the week, and you have some projects to do personally and also with your extended family or even immediate family. So at the end of the day, the sport is passion, at the same time is monetary, right? Apart from even the way football is going right now, apart from even playing the football, getting your pay from your club, you can be a brand at, on your own. So Cristiano Ronaldo is a brand now. You see how much he's earning from YouTube. YouTube is saying they won't pay him, but he has a lot of merchandises that he sells, a lot of things that he sells, apart from playing football, right? Look at Michael Jordan, a billionaire, Air Jordan. So football and sport is also business. So if a footballer has decided at this young age now to say, okay, he wants to go for the money, nobody should criticize the guy. Matthew Flamini of Arsenal is one of the billionaires in football, right now as we speak. Why? Because when he was playing for Arsenal, he was investing in chemical products with his colleague or with his friend. He hung up his boot out, on time. He focused on his business. He's a multi-billionaire now, ahead of his peers, Matthew Flamini. So nobody should blame Jhon Duran or Victor Boniface or whoever is traveling to Saudi Arabia to go for the money. You play for passion, no doubt, but at the same time, you have to think about your retirement. Oscar also went to China. He has made his money. He can come back to Europe anytime from now. So, medicals booked tomorrow by Jhon Duran, and I wish him all the best. Hopefully, the medicals will be successful, and here we go. Another breaking news, and I'm not sure this will be successful. Why? Because it will be ridiculous and it will not make sense if Aston Villa sell this man. Their striker, Oli Watkins. Arsenal Football Club have inquired about him. In fact, Arsenal bidded £70 million to buy Oli Watkins because it's just 3 days to go. So Arsenal is desperate to get a striker, and Oli Watkins has been, was the person that they want to use or they want to buy. They bidded £70 million. It was rejected already. So we're going to monitor it. Probably, maybe there's another deal that's going to bid that's going to come. We don't know if they're really serious anyway. Supporters have been saying it's a strategy that they just want to say they tried. At least they tried, but they didn't get a striker. So if they can bid 70 million for him, a 29-year-old, they can as well go for Sesko immediately right now and test the waters, see what the club was going to say, or go Gokores. Maybe they're going to release him for that 70 million. Right? So we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's a strategy by Arsenal, or they are really serious about getting this guy, Oli Watkins. But my opinion, it doesn't make sense for Oli Watkins to even leave at this time because they qualified for the round of 16 and they're also looking at top 4. Even their coach, they don't have a replacement for Jhon Duran right now. So it's only Oli Watkins they have as a striker, right? So we see how it goes. We are monitoring that, Arsenal and Aston Villa. So Aston Villa also want to buy 2 players. In fact, one, they want to get him on loan. The other one, they want to get him on a permanent deal. So the first one that they want to get on a permanent deal is Axel Disasi of Chelsea, centre back, right back. So the talks is ongoing right now as we speak. Chelsea wants to even offload Axel Disasi, and left for me. Left for me. I'll be glad that Chelsea can offload the guy. So Aston Villa have sent, their official bid, a loan proposal with fee plus salary coverage. In fact, I'm correcting myself right now. It's a loan proposal fee with fee and salary coverage for Axel Disasi, and Chelsea has not accepted right now. They have not. So the second one for João Felix is that they are looking at outgoings. If they can if they can see maybe Jhon Duran, Jhon Duran have left now, they can now push through and see if they can get, João Felix. So these 3 days is going to be very, very, very serious, in terms of transfer. So, but they are very keen on getting Axel Disasi. Even Disasi have already agreed personal terms with the club, with Aston Villa, so he's ready. But it's now left for Chelsea to accept that loan proposal with salary coverage or persuade them to even buy the guy. They want to offload him, right? So I'll move to that João Felix and Axel Disasi, right? So another news now from United. Finally, United have been looking at getting this right back for so long, and finally it will come to pass tomorrow. And the left back, his name is Patrick Dogu for Lille. He plays for Lille in France. And as of yesterday, there has been a verbal agreement that has been reached, and it was reported that the fee that has been agreed upon is 30 million euros plus 5 million add-ons, and he will fly tomorrow for his medicals, and he's going to actually complete the deal. So finally, there's a replacement for Malaysia and Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has been injured for quite so long. So if Patrick Doku, comes, that will be a good replacement for the time being. And that will be the first buy by Ruben Amorim in Manchester United. So that's another transfer news for now. And for Chelsea have been looking at getting Mathis Tel in Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, they won today in the Champions League, and in fact, he jubilated with the fans, said bye-bye and the rest, as if he's going to leave this transfer window. So since January first week, Chelsea has been talking with Bayern. So I think Bayern is also trying to see how they can get a permanent deal for Christopher Nkunku. So we'll see how it goes. And Matistel also is confused. He wants guarantees. He has not said no to Chelsea, but he actually wants guarantees that he's going to play because he has competition. He has Sancho to compete with. He has Jackson to compete with. So he needs assurances that even if he signs contract, he's going to be playing. He doesn't want to be on the bench the same way he's experiencing right now in Bayern, right? So it's going to go down to the wire. We're going to monitor that as well. Matistel from Bayern, he wants to come to Chelsea, and even Man U, Tottenham, different clubs has been inquiring about even a loan proposal. So we'll see how it goes within the couple of days that is remaining. But Nkunku has not tender request to go, but the way I'm looking at it, Bayern may come very hard to get Christopher Nkunku. And I won't blame Nkunku. If Chelsea doesn't work, he came from Bundesliga. He can go back to Bayern and do very well. Bayern is also one of the best clubs in the world, so it will be a good decision for him to go back. I don't blame him anyway. So I think I'll stop at this transfer news because of time. So let me go to the Champions League that happened today, and the top 8 teams in the Champions League right now. It's Liverpool. They lost today 3-2. Liverpool, Barcelona. Barcelona played 2-2 draw. Arsenal won away at Girona 2-1. Inter Milan, hat-trick by Lautaro Martinez. Atletico Madrid, Bayern Leverkusen, Lille, and Aston Villa. So they have qualified for the round of 16 automatically. And the number 10 to number 24, Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, AC Milan, PSV Eindhoven, PSG. Watch out for these young boys, PSG. They played very well. Hat-trick also by Dembele today. Benfica, AS Monaco, Brest, 18th position. So that's a good one by Brest. They have qualified for the knockout stages, so we'll see. And Feyenoord, Juventus, Celtic, Manchester City, they flogged Club Brugge at home 3-1. They came from behind. Rafael Yedika, first goal ever in the Champions League. He scored first, and second half, City came back. And Sporting Lisbon, finally, Bucharest with him, and Club Brugge. Club Brugge, they made it through as the last team, 24. So it's a good game by Pep Guardiola. It came from behind, but in the first half, the game was actually, they were anxious. We were playing against a low block team, highly technical team, and they were just playing counter. And finally, got their goal. And the mistake I saw with the Club Brugge coach was that the 3 players in front, right, they terrorized the City defenders until when, I don't know what happened to that coach. Maybe, I don't know what happened to him. He removed the 3 players at the same time. And that actually doused the tension on that pitch. That killed the game for Club Brugge, and City actually, held sway and won the game, right? So we'll see how it goes. Europa League tomorrow. We'll monitor it as well. But most importantly, transfer news. It will go to the wire. Chelsea is not buying anybody except Matistel if they're going to buy. We're going to see also if there'll be a recall by Maresca for Andre Santos, because they are monitoring the injury of Romelu Lavia. We'll see maybe he's going to recall the player. If not, then Casade, Lazio has been waiting on standby forever. Chelsea has not agreed their time. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Ben Chilwell has no offers from anywhere, from nowhere. So maybe he's going to stay there for the rest of season. We don't know what's going to happen. So we're going to monitor what's going to happen before the end of transfer window. Even Chukwuemeka, no club has been inquiring for his services. So fingers crossed, we see how it goes before the end of transfer window on February 1st. So thank you for your likes, for subscribing, for sharing to your family and friends. Anson Kochito is still my name, and I still remain Alpha Leo as well. Keep on subscribing to Fisayo Adedipe TV. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day. Cheers, guys. Bye.